Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Netflix original show, The Rain. The Rain is a Netflix original series from Denmark. It was recommended to me on Netflix and I thought it sounded pretty interesting, so I decided to check it out. And it was really stormy and rainy here last weekend, so it seemed like the perfect time to watch it. I'm going to try to keep this review spoiler-free, but I'm going to read a brief synopsis of the show so you guys kind of have an idea of what it's about. And this is directly from IMDb. The world as we know it has ended. 6 years after a brutal virus carried by the rain wiped out almost all humans in Scandinavia, two Danish siblings emerged from the safety of their bunker to find all remnants of civilization gone. Soon they join a group of young survivors and together set out on a danger-filled quest through abandoned Scandinavia, searching for any sign of life. Set free from their collective past and societal rules, the group has the freedom to be who they want to be. In their struggle for survival, they discover that even in a post-apocalyptic world, there's still love, jealousy, coming of age, and many of the problems they thought they left behind with the disappearance of the world they once knew. So based on the description of the show, you can probably tell that this is a post-apocalyptic themed show, which I personally love. It kind of reminds me of some shows I've seen before that are zombie-based, such as The Walking Dead, and this show is kind of similar but without the actual zombies. Instead, the enemy here is the rain, which carries a virus and infects anyone it comes into contact with, which leads to death. The cool thing about this show is that the two main characters are locked in a bunker for 6 years, so they don't see the outside world while everything is going down. So when the show skips ahead and they come out of the bunker, it's kind of cool to see what the world looks like 6 years later. And the characters have to figure out how to survive in this brand new environment. There were some parts of this show that were kind of predictable and reminded me of things I've seen in other shows before, but overall it was pretty interesting and fun to watch. My favorite scene, which I think they showed in a trailer, so hopefully this isn't a huge spoiler, is this scene where one of the characters approaches a beach and the beach is just full of dead bodies. I thought this scene was really well done and it just looked really cool and creepy. Overall, the effects looked pretty cool, but there wasn't as much gore as I was expecting. The one thing that made this show for me was the characters. I thought the character development was just awesome. I like that they showed flashbacks of the characters so we kind of had an idea of what they were like before the rain came. It just helped me to understand why these characters are the way they are and their motivation, and I just thought it worked really well for the show overall. And you learn that some characters aren't who they seem to be. I thought the actors' performances were pretty great for the most part. Alba August, who plays the main character Simone, which was one of the characters that was locked in the bunker for 6 years, did an amazing job. I thought she definitely stole the show. I also want to mention that if you start watching the first episode and you think that it's not very good, just keep watching, it does get better. I almost stopped watching the show at about 10 minutes in, but I'm glad I kept watching. The beginning of the first episode is kind of frustrating to watch because everyone is in crisis mode and they make some pretty dumb decisions. You'll know what I mean if you watch it. But just keep watching, it definitely gets better. I thought that the middle episodes were the best, and they just made me want to keep watching this show. And the end of the first season left us with some unanswered questions, so hopefully there will be a season 2 so we can get some answers. I would say that this show is a mix of sci-fi and horror. The show is set in Scandinavia and it is in Danish. The voices are dubbed over in English and they do a pretty good job with this, but I do kind of wish I would have watched it in Danish with English subtitles. Overall, I would definitely recommend this show. I wouldn't say it's my favorite show of all time, but I think it was pretty good overall. Out of a 10 rating, I would probably give it like a 6.5 to 7. If you've watched The Rain, or if you end up watching it, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.